I'm living the dream right now. I'm a
You
smoke meister now. It's all I do.
Life of Riley.
I smoke things.
Did you get a hookah? What'd you get?
Oh no, not smoking a fucking
Traeger.
No, a Traeger. I'm not some hippie. A hookah.
What is that?
A big
It's
Traeger
like a grill.
smoker.
It's like a smoker grill.
Oh,
It's
Like
all
making brisket and ribs and shit. And
all I've been doing
Kyle,
is like planning the next meal. And
I want to
making
see a
giant
picture
meals.
of it. Can you tell Zach the model name or something? So
I
it's
don't
like
know,
the Traeger 575 Pro or something. We have the same one. The Traeger, it's like electric. You can do it all from your phone if you want. I never set up the phone part because that felt over the top lazy. I'll go out there and like check, but
Same.
it's like idiot proof. You genuinely would have to fall asleep for 7 hours to mess up a smoking recipe. Yeah. So that hopper on the right is full of pellets. So you can put like hickory pellets or apple wood or whatever you want. And then the meat obviously in the body.
I don't know why. I always assumed Kyle set his up in the kitchen.
Oh God!
No idea.
That's the Wings of Redemption method.
I'm
He'd have
blaming
passed
it on
away.
the sickness. I should.
Wait,
Let
Hutch,
me see how it goes.
you're, or maybe I'm misremembering. You at one point you're like a big cook. You're really into cooking, right?
not like a big cook, but I definitely enjoy cooking. And I didn't discover that until I was like 30. But yeah.
Do you have a grill? And I guess not.
I don't have a grill.
Right?
No, we live in like a townhouse, so there's not really like a backyard area. But if I had one, I would for sure invest in something like this. How long do you smoke these meats for? Are you getting like really thick cuts? Is it like 10 hours or what?
It depends on the meat. So like ribs take 5 to 6 hours. A whole chicken takes like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on what temperature. I've been doing pork tenderloins wrapped in bacon. Zach, I sent you a photo of it. If you could show my delicious pork tenderloin wrapped in bacon.
I was really impressed.
It's incredibly good. So pork tenderloins are basically free. They're like $2 each for like a pound and a half, 2 pound pork tenderloin. And then bacon is again like $3 or $4. So you create this like really delicious meal. It's as good as any filet mignon I've ever had. Maybe not that good, but it's close. Like the fact that each plate of the stuff costs like 60 cents, and you know the equivalent of filet mignon would cost me $100. It's
pork tenderloin is a cheat code.
Oh yeah,
I got my fondant potatoes. I got my chicken sausage. I got my pork tenderloin wrapped with the bacon.
That's
so
I approve
you can see the bacon weave.
We have similar plates, and I like the flat in the middle, nice tall ridge at the end. That's what a plate should be.
The bigger version of that one has a really tall rim. I don't know what Zach's trying to do there.
You need that. Otherwise, like if you eat in the bed, like it would never. I get breakfast in bed every day. I need a plate with a little lip on the edge. Otherwise, I'd likely pour something on myself.
I got so stoned like a week ago. I brought 2 bowls into bed when I was sitting there watching Top Gear, and I cracked peanuts out of the shell and ate them in bed. I was covered in nonsense. My chest hair had a bunch of like peanuts.
Hair. So you're shirtless, cracking peanuts, putting debris.
I was like, oh man, life's great sometimes. I got like 6 empty bottles of Sprite Zero next to me, ice cold.
So I think if you got into the smoking, I think you could. It's so fun. Those pork tenderloins I'm making are so delicious. I'm eating them, and I cook pretty good food usually, but I'm like, I'm looking at my girlfriend. I'm like, you're not enthusiastic enough about this. You need to perk up. She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, that's more like it. It's more like it.
That's my wife in bed. Can you fake enjoyment, bitch?
Yeah, I'm so glad she got me that thing. That's definitely the best Christmas gift I've gotten since I was a kid.
I don't know why I don't enjoy cooking or ever got into it, because I feel like a lot of other things I've been into have the same sort of reward system, you know, like, oh yeah, spend some time woodworking, right? It's just sort of making something with your hands, and at the end you sort of get the prize of it, etc. Cooking is that on a shorter time scale, but for some reason it never connected with me, not yet anyway.
I didn't really start until I was like living all on my own, maybe at like 27 or something. I know whenever I was on probation, I think what I was just wanting to eat the most delicious things I could concoct, because I thought I was imminently going away for 5 years or something. And so I was like, well, I could either spend $3,000 a week at nice restaurants, or I could go to the fish market and get swordfish and try it for myself. And I got really into it after a while, just watching the YouTube content and finding some chefs online that I enjoyed, that were not just good information, but also like I like their personalities and I'm like rooting for them in life and stuff like that. The barbecue YouTubers are the most obese YouTubers that exist. They got gamers by
That's
a
how you know they're
landslide.
good.
They got dude. It's called like the Pit Boys or something like that. And this guy comes on, and his face looks like a giant overinflated marshmallow. He looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall when he went into the Martian atmosphere. And he's like, welcome back to the Pit Boys, and I'm Big Mike. Today we're making ribs, and I'm gonna tell you one thing: we ain't trimming the fat. And then the intro plays. It's like it's always the most
They're fat
fattening,
because they're
awful for you
feasting.
shit.
Like they're positively feasting all the time because they're smoking all that shit.
They've made their obesity their job, and that can only end one way:
with more
Happiness.
obesity
Or death.
with death. Yeah,
Death after a lot of happiness. Eating whatever you want all the time. Brisket every day for your job. Can you imagine?
I don't think I've ever had good brisket. I don't think I've ever had it. I don't think I've ever had.
You've never
brisket.
had brisket?
No, my mom would never
That's
cook
crazy.
something like
Is that a Midwest cut? Is that something we do here all the time and you guys don't?
My mom cooked what she knew, and that was like 15 things, and brisket wasn't one of them. So we didn't eat pork growing up, like at all. I'd never had a pork chop until I was a man grown.
What?
Yeah, she just didn't. Nobody in my family liked pork chops, so they weren't on the menu.
That's insane. Like pork is not quite chicken, where you can like impart on chicken any
so
available
I never fell down to the pork
flavor
until recently with the smoker, and I've discovered that it is the most succulent sweet of all of the meats.
Pork
and I'm
is
looking at
so
what it costs to
underrated.
buy a whole slaughtered pig on the internet, and it's more affordable than you might think.
Wait, a whole pig?
A whole pig.
How much is that? Like, not money, like pounds, like amount of food.
I don't know. I know with a cow, it's like 1,400 or 1,500 pounds at like $6.50 a pound, roughly speaking, and you end up paying like several $1,000s for a whole cow. And that's a lot of meat. That's years.
But that's your meat. That's your meat for the next 2 years.
Yeah, and I the same place that I was looking at for a cow a while back does pigs too, and they do the same thing. You do like half a pig or a whole pig, and you can kind of mix and match what you get. So if you want more sausage or 5 legs or whatever the fuck, extra ham hocks or lips or offal. Offal's a new vocabulary word for me. I picked that one up last week in a Warhammer book. There was offal all over the ground after the massacre. It's organ meats and viscera. I thought up until then I thought they were saying awful with an accent.
Woody, does Jackie ever go pork tenderloin mode? Do you guys ever do pork or not really?
I eat pork a lot. I don't know what kind of pork it is.
What's it shaped like?
Probably a chop.
It's a slab of pork. It's oval. So it's like a pork typically. Chop. Okay, there's no bone.
Is it super, super lean?
No.
Okay.
No, I would say it's a little fatty sometimes.
Okay. Probably chops.
Better than we'd like.
Would be my guess. You got to get Jackie. You got to tell her, babe, I want to try some of this pork tenderloin.
I can ask her what
deliciousness.
Pork she feeds me.
It's definitely pork chops.
I would guess chops because if it were tenderloin, there wouldn't be pockets of fat. It's very, very lean.
Yeah, tenderloin is like the filet mignon of pigs, and except it costs $3 a pound.
Nothing.
It costs $3 a pound, and it's buy one get one free. So that's $1.50 each tenderloin, and each one is enough to feed me and my girlfriend, and then me another meal after that. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, Taylor. I grabbed that tenderloin, put it in aluminum foil, with a little apple juice and some Heinz 57, threw her in the oven. Threw in the oven, and the juices that came out.
I love that.
Oh, it is loin.
Is that the good one, the cheap one?
Yeah.
What am I getting?
Yeah, she may need to remove the silver skin more carefully in the future. That's probably what you're getting a hold of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a skin on pork tenderloins that you have to remove. because it doesn't cook correctly and it's like not fun to chew.
Yeah.
If you remove that and then
I'm
cook,
getting that.
Fair.
I don't
Good.
know. It's good. It
But yeah,
seems
grew up with no
sinfully
pork
good.
in the house.
I choose to
I
believe
did.
it's the other white meat and not fatty and bad for me.
Oh
It's
no, if
not.
it's tenderloin, it's super lean. It's great for
Yeah.
you.
if you eat
That's
pork
why
tenderloin-
it's such a great like juxtaposition to put the fattest part of the pig, wrap it around the leanest part, and then cook it slowly so it absorbs all that fatty, salty, beefy, porky deliciousness.
It's so good. I said it in our group chat, but you've really become a maestro very rapidly. Like you're very good at smoking. I can't wait to try the picture you sent me. You didn't post it here for the audience to see, but that pre-cooked tenderloin with the weave, very impressive. That looked professional. That looked like a
like
fucking
before it
chef
was cooked and it was wrapped up.
Yeah, like how
Yeah.
you wrapped it up. It looked like a chef did that.
It's easier than it looks. You know, I use like surgical gloves when I do stuff in the kitchen, so I don't mind the ickiness of like getting
Mhm.
my fingers in all the little overlaps and stuff and getting it really tight. I didn't use any toothpicks either. I was able to like wrap it up and encase it entirely and weave it all back together. Yeah, that shit was it's literally one of the best things I've ever had. Like the only meals that I think are better than that was maybe like a veal cutlet from a authentic Italian restaurant, or like a top tier filet mignon that costs $50 or $60 or more than that now at some like Morton's or some nice restaurant or something. This is only like third to things like that. It's so juicy and flavorful and delicious.
I love it. Pork tenderloin is a cheat code for anyone out there. It's cheap as fuck. It's delicious. It's lean. It's good for you. High protein, low fat. Can't go wrong. Especially if you smoke it, apparently, because I wasn't as impressed with your cook where you sent the like pre until I saw the mid slices and I saw that slight bit of pink, which some people think that slight bit of pink in pork means it's not done. That is not true. Not true. You want that tiny, tiny bit of pink.
145 degrees exactly. So as soon as it reaches 145 degrees, you get it out of there and wrap it in aluminum foil for 12 or 15 minutes before you cut so the juices don't run out. But it's going to be a rosy pink color. That's perfect pork.
Mm. Yeah, pork rules. I've become more pro pork with all my smoking over the past couple of years.
Yeah, chicken's not nearly as good. Like I said, I've never done brisket. That's the next thing on my list. I think I'm done with tenderloins for a little while. They don't have the buy one get one free right now anyway. I think the next thing I'm going to get is a brisket. But
what's your recipe? What do you like? Are you doing like the 17-hour long smoke?
I haven't looked at the recipes. I've watched a couple videos and I've been on the like smoking subreddit to see those guys and their 16, 17-hour briskets and stuff. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to doing
the serving size. People who make brisket make like 8 meals or something wild,
16
right?
pounds is what a full brisket is usually. So I'm going to get a flat brisket. I'm going to try to get a flat brisket, but they keep being sold out at my grocery store. And that's more like 2 or 3 pounds. It's like the smaller end of the brisket. I think the brisket goes from large to kind of the smaller end. And that's going to be like the perfect size for a couple of meals. But I'm not going to get a 16-pound brisket because it just go to waste. If I feasted for 3 days, there's no way I could put away 16 pounds of brisket.
What are you going to put on the flat brisket you're making?
I think just salt and pepper. Like after looking on the
rub.
internet, I'm probably just going to do salt and pepper and let it ride. Everybody on the internet seems to be just fine with salt and pepper. And I've never had brisket before, so I'm going to have no bar to measure it by.
If it's the flat of the brisket you're doing, you're going to knock through that in 3 hours. Like it'll cook.
Oh, in cooking time?
For sure. Yeah.
Oh,
if
maybe,
it's just the flat.
Yeah, I don't know
it's
anything about doing
bulk,
beef in there.
Long.